Hello everyone, welcome to the playground. This is Alamiku, and today we're playing EverSpace 2. I'm literally gonna continue the story where we picked up in the last episode, because it's gonna take a while. So we have the rune, but let's see where we need to put it. Let's go. Seems like a very big area. So for sure we need lenses. That's for sure we need lenses, because we have one here. We got one there, one there. What's this here?
Is that a trapped warden down there? This must be where the cube goes.
Yep. Alright. Let's go get it. See? Nice and easy. That's one. There you go. So that's and the one we just put.
That released the warden. But where did it go? It seems to have moved to that lens and activated it. Let's see where it needs to be pointed.
What? Right there.
Nice. On to the next one. And the next. Why, hello there, old friend. Time to put your ancient soul to rest.
Wait, I wanna try this one. Curious. Yeah, not good. Let's see this thermo. So scatter, this is good for that. This is for close. So
putting those things down.
Yeah. This, however...
One day we'll figure out where they're really from. Let's head inside the structure and check if a portal is opened.
Your actions do not appear to have resulted in the desired effect. No portal has materialized.
Yeah, let's put them back forward, pulse. And this, thank you for the materials. Worst case scenario, maybe I put this on. Yeah, and the pulse laser. Yeah. Let's have a see how this is. I'm gonna investigate.
Kala, are you really sure this is the right spot for a spatial bypass?
Yes, Kliko, but something is still interfering with the connection. Maybe we can modify that.
Okay. How would I go about that?
I'll send you instructions of everything we need.
Let's see. Great. Got everything I need. It seems to be working. Guys, I'll be right there.
Right, we need to go set, alright.
Looks like we have visitors. We just picked them up. Looks like G&B scouts. Obviously the advance party. Let me take care of them. We're way out in the open now in any case.
That showed them.
I don't know how to feel about this. Seems it worked, seems it
Look
didn't
who's
work.
back.
Dude, what happened back there? I thought we had the situation totally under control.
So did I. Whatever new tech the elites got their hands on changed everything. Hawk and I were completely caught sideways.
So they got her,
Level
but how did you
35.
escape?
Long story short, they tried to recruit me to their team, but I made a break for it. We don't have long before they throw their full force at us. What's the status on those turrets?
I managed to reactivate 3 of the submerged turrets. Although, unfortunately, the power flow is interrupted and they will need to be hooked up manually. For this, I brought the energy sphere dispenser below the hangar back online. Now we only need to carry energy spheres to the turrets to power them back up.
I can manage that.
The artillery is quite energy hungry. 1 energy sphere is only sufficient for a limited amount of rounds, so they may need to be recharged continuously during a prolonged engagement.
Dude! Your talking man machine is amazing! Where can I get one?
Eduardo isn't a toy, Alec. G&B could be here any minute. Let's get right to it. Tareen, Alec, Ghost, you guys ready your ships for imminent battle.
I am now more ready than I have ever been.
I was born ready.
I'm so ready. I was ready before I even knew what was going on.
That's the spirit. Let's do this.
So we need to do the perks now. So last this one. Reflect and come back to your attacker. Increase critical chance when any horse movement is impaired. That could be the retaliation could be, but that increasing chance when the enemies. We don't have anything that impairs their attack. So either reflect or the reflect. And the last one, wow. This is good at level 30. Alright. We do have this one. Besides that, I'm gonna storage this for now. No, let's take with us. Yeah, let's take with us and we see. Alright, let's leave.
That was easy. The first turret's powered up. On to the next. Damn, they're here. And they brought the big guns. I have to take matters into my own hands. It's high time you were neutralized. You people have become a thorn in the side of G&B, which needs removing. Our plans for the Comet were put into motion long before you decided to interfere, and we won't be stopped. Prepare to pay the price for your actions. Units, shoot the external defenses while we target the base. Sir, yes, sir. Eduardo, concentrate artillery fire on Blakemore's carrier. What the hell is going on? Our intelligence was clear that this base's defenses were no longer operable. How was this information wrong?
The last known survey of this outpost showed the defenses were obsolete.
And how long ago was that? Were you the intelligence on this matter, Callahan? Figures. Roslin would have finished the job already. I better power up the other turrets fast. Cannons ready.
I got him. Target in sight.
How is everybody?
These cowards do not fight with honor. This is our advantage.
Right on.
Quickly, we can do this. We've done that already. I don't know.
Your resistance is spirited, but your downfall inevitable.
Massive projectiles were just fired from the carrier.
Those are mining torpedoes. They could shatter this asteroid to pieces.
I need to intercept them fast. situations, but I can't think of them right now.
Torpedoes incoming.
You are only prolonging the outcome. You will soon be consigned to history.
One of the turrets has run out of energy. You may want to consider recharging it.
Trying another maneuver. All turrets powered up.
Sir, our shields are down! I've had enough of this. Fire all reserve torpedoes at once. Aye, aye, sir!
Ghost, how are you holding up?
I would have been pretty pissed if I missed this party. Thanks for the invite, man.
Adam, there is a barrage of torpedoes incoming. Intercept as many of them as you can, or we won't withstand the combined impact.
On it.
Torpedoes incoming.
Your feeble defense is only an irritation, soon to be removed.
Ah, shut it, Blakemore. I should say, welcome to Rodeo 2, Tammy.
Look out of the frying pan into the fire. I'd much rather be here than anywhere else right now.
Several torpedoes are incoming.
Enemies in range.
Are depleted. I would advise you to supply them with energy immediately.
Oh, come on.
Got him in my sights.
Torpedoes incoming.
Where's the torpedoes?
Okay, guys, keep it up. We can win this.
Attacking target.
I'm coming round.
Another turret powered up.
Several torpedoes are incoming.
Give me status updates.
Base integrity is under a lot of strain, but we're not done for yet.
Keep up the great work.
Trying another maneuver. You behave defiantly, which is all the more reason I should annihilate you all.
To think I used to work for you.
Several
Yay!
Sir, we have suffered heavy damages. Shields are depleted.
Damn it. I'm ordering a tactical disengagement. All units return to base.
Scrap! My engine's overheating. I can't jump. Request immediate assistance.
Your ship, your problem, Callahan. Fix it yourself and get back to base.
Hey, wait! You can't just leave me here!
I can't help but see the poetic justice in this. Remember when you left us in the lurch, Callahan?
Whatever. You suck, and I wish I would have known a lot sooner how much you sucked. I would have sent you to your death before you got any delusions.
I'm giving you this chance to walk away, Callahan. You're nothing without G&B. Without that little bit of power they give you, you ain't worth scrap. You're pathetic.
Screw you and the shit can you rode in on.
Watch out! The artillery! Eduardo, turn off the autolock. Too late. Callahan's gone. I don't think he'll be missed. Blakemore's men have taken a hammering, but they could return at any time. We need to preempt that.
We need to hit them first.
It took the words right out of my mouth. It would seem the obvious thing to do, all right. Wonder where my clone counterpart was in all this. I suspect up to much worse. Let's meet inside.
How's it looking?
We're holding up, but not sure if we'd be able to survive another assault like that. You reckon a counterattack is feasible?
There are enough people in the DMZ having serious issues with G&B. I've been thinking, if we can get the miners on Vesna on our side, we could easily turn things in our favor.
What about this guy? You sure about him?
There's something about him that reminds me of my younger self. I don't know, maybe I was that arrogant before I figured people out a little. But he could be a big help.
Dude, if I was even 10% interested, believe me, you'd know.
Does that mean I'm in with a 9% chance?
You show respect to the people on this base, or you're out before you know it.
Okay. I get it.
Like the males of Ulang Kshtak.
Fascinating. An example of humanoid mating rituals never observed by an Okar before.
Ha! This is nothing. You should see how the Horak do it.
Listen up. I didn't exactly plan to still be here. Like an old friend of mine used to say, plans are for fools. We're about as random a group as the Beltagrades has to offer. We come from all different backgrounds, all different races. Some of us are outcasts, some are screw-ups, some are lost with no way home, and some told they don't belong. But we all found our way to each other, and we all belong here. We have this base thanks to a man named Dax Bashar. He died before most of you arrived, but he taught me a lot about trust and esteem. That's our strength, the respect we have for each other. Because the enemy we're up against has no regard for anything but profit and power. Let's teach them a lesson and make the DMZ a better place. Are you guys in?
Hell, you know I'm totally behind you.
Let's kick some G&B butt.
It is the righteous thing.
Without the Commissioner's cruiser to back us up, we don't have the firepower to take on Blakemore and his elites alone. But we've got friends. Before we head to Vesna Mining Colony, it's time to call in some favors.
I have a feeling Officer Shaw at Nephthys Plains will be on our side. It's well known he's had issues with the way G&B has been running things.
A high-ranking figure like him could persuade the G&B miners to switch sides against Blakemore. I should start with him. I'll pay him a visit.
I could have a word with the Coalition. They told me only to come back if the cluster was about to implode. I think this situation counts. Anyway, they love me around there.
Good idea, Alec. Bet Ming Young would be on our side. Marie DeVint has a pretty decent rig and might be persuaded to lend a hand, if I ask nicely. And Cato at Prescott would surely contribute if it meant less regulation for his operations. While me and Ella go wrangle support, all of you go get your ships battle ready. Once the pieces are in place, we'll need to move fast. There'll only be one shot at this. We'll have to strike hard.
What if they come back while you're gone?
The elite squad took a hammering, and Blakemore's carrier was banged up pretty bad. I'm thinking they're not gonna come looking for another fight too soon. But stay sharp all the same. Be ready for anything. I'll be as quick as possible.
Alright, there you go. Nice. Dock with the... So now I'm gonna go for the storage. But what I'm gonna do before I start anything, I'm actually gonna... No, let's do this mission first and then... Yeah. Let me restock first. Oh, we don't need... I'm gonna do this high-risk area, and then I'm gonna do this...
Marie, do you read me?
Loud and clear. How's it going, bucko?
Not so great. I don't know if you're aware of the situation, but we may be facing another war with the O-Car if we don't stop G&B from dragging us into it.
There have been signs of something afoot, and G&B movements and a raid I heard too. Are you mixed up in all this?
Let me level with you. Oscar Blakemore has gone insane and is jeopardizing everyone in the DMZ. I'm the guy trying to put a stop to his plans.
I always knew you had it in you, from the first time I slapped eyes on you.
I'm trying to enlist all the help I can get to launch an assault on Vesna mining colony.
Well, any new conflict with the O-Car would be the end of my business. I'm assuming that you want me to lend a hand with my Flying Duchess?
If you're willing.
Sonny, I would relish the chance to put the boot into G&B. Count me in.
I knew I can rely on you. Thanks, Marie. When I send the call, we'll assemble above Vesna.
Damn! Intercepted. To Stardust. signal has ceased.
Gotcha.
Finally, bro.
I need space. More space.
Let's switch the rockets.
Looks like I've got company.
Easy, we have almost anything. Let's go. That was pretty decent, I think. Alright, so before we do anything, let's drop to our base and end it there. So let's go to trading on. No, I want the. There you go. We need to go there anyway. So let's just go there.
I have received a G&B general broadcast.
More bad news on the arms race in the DMZ?
Essentially, yes.
Everywhere. Nice. Alright. I have to go to there to the office place.
Let's hope Shaw is as open to discussion as Marie DeVint was.
Ah, Mr. Roslin. How nice to have you visit us again. I believe this is more than a social call.
You'd be right about that. I need to have a word with you about your boss.
Oscar Blakemore? He has long forgotten that our outpost exists at all. Supplies haven't reached us in eons.
He has been preoccupied with other things, and causing quite a bit of trouble with the Okar. Let me fill you in.
No need. We may be cut off from the center of affairs, but we're not completely blind to the events unfolding. I have been picking up bits and pieces from G&B internal communications, and have registered the rising tensions with the Okar. There's quite a degree of nervousness among my colleagues about this. There was also a recent raid on Vesna. I can put two and two together myself. Blakemore is undoubtedly the root of all this trouble. He's the worst thing to have happened to this company. And you are somehow involved.
Yes, I was part of that raid. We failed. Now Blakemore has a fleet commissioner hostage.
This is indeed serious. I'm waiting, Mr. Roslin, for you to get to the point.
I think you might be the voice of reason in all this. You could talk some sense to the miners on Vesna and bring them around.
That would be mutiny. However, Blakemore does need to be removed from his post and Okar assets left intact. There is a moment in every man's life where purpose becomes clear, and you have brought mine to my door. I shan't take much time to reflect on your proposal because it is clearly the right thing to do. What do you need of me?
See, that's what I like about you, Shaw. You're straight up old school. I believe you're the most decent guy in G&B and will want to see things righted. Get together whatever fighting force you can muster and meet me above Vesna. If possible, use those G&B internal comms to tell the miners to down tools and stay out of the fray.
You are a true man of action, Mr. Roslin. I must say, I have developed a real admiration for you.
The admiration is mutual.
Alright boys, with that in mind, I'm gonna close this episode here. So thanks for watching, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!